Brianna has a very unfortunate manicure situation going on right now. These are press-on nails. Try to pull it off and then it won't come off. But then, like, I have 3 remaining nails on, and then my other 7 fingers are just naked. This is unfortunate. And I'm feeling Hello, my lemon drops, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you're new. My name is Brianna. I am a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. Today we're going to have a chat about something that has been on my mind since someone told me about a Beachbody coach who calls herself a functional nutrition therapy practitioner. I made that video a while ago, but I have since learned about a lot of nutrition credentials and certifications, whatever, that I find questionable. This topic is very near and dear to my heart because nutrition is healthcare and it impacts all of us, but unfortunately is not as tightly regulated as other areas of healthcare. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lols, and some dry sarcasm along the way, why not hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand? I would really appreciate it. All right, without further ado, let's make lemonade. Okay, so right off the bat, I have to say a couple things. Even though all of the information that I will be presenting to you guys here today is directly from the source, much of this video is still very opinion-based. My intent with this video is not to just laugh at how dumb I think some of these credentials are, because the fact is that there are a lot of people out there that still made the choice to pay for these certifications, and I don't want to actively ridicule them for a choice that they made. My intent with this video, which is the intent of all my videos, is to educate you guys and to help you all understand that not all nutrition credentials are created equally. Man, it's super windy outside. Oh, my dumpsters! I'm trying to influence you as a consumer to make informed decisions about where you choose to get your health information from. So, before we dive into some more specific certifications, let's address the elephant in the room. Registered dietitian versus nutritionist. What is the difference? The key difference between a registered dietitian and a nutritionist lies in the level of education required and the legal limitations that come with each title depending on the state. In the United States, a dietitian, RD, registered dietitian, I'm probably going to use those 3 interchangeably. In the United States, a registered dietitian is considered to be an expert in food and human nutrition. For one to become a registered dietitian and earn the credential RD, or you may also see RDN. RDN means registered dietitian nutritionist. RDN and RD are the same thing. In the United States, to become a registered dietitian, you have to do the following. Directly from eatright.org. Complete a bachelor's degree and receive a verification statement from an Ascend accredited program, didactic program in dietetics, coordinated program, future graduate program, foreign or international dietitian education program. Note, effective January 1st, 2024, a graduate degree will be required to be eligible to take the Commission on Dietetic Registration, the dietetic registration exam. Next, complete an Ascend accredited supervised practice dietetic internship program or individual supervised practice pathway is an option. Supervised practice / experiential learning is combined with the coordinated program, future graduate program, and international dietitian education program. Next, pass the Commission on Dietetic Registration's dietetic registration exam. Next, gain licensure in your state of practice if applicable, because not every state requires you to have a license to be an RD, which I find tragic, but we'll talk more about that. And lastly, finally, maintain continuing education. So as you can tell, it's not super easy to become a dietitian. And a reminder, as I say all the time in every single video, every day of my life, this is what I am in school to do. I want to be a registered dietitian and I want to specialize in bariatric and diabetes care. Registered dietitians work in a variety of settings. Before I decided I wanted to go back to school to become an RD, I thought that RDs only worked in a clinical setting, like in a hospital. And I was fine with that because I thought that that was pretty cool. But since returning to school and learning more about the profession, I've learned that RDs work in a variety of settings, including but not limited to clinical settings, school settings such as a school lunch programs, community nutrition like in WIC programs, commercial settings, advertising and marketing, and a whole lot more. And with the rise of social media, the field is continuing to grow even now. Now, most states, but not all states, have legislation in place to protect the title and practice of dietetics. Personally, I think it should be all states, but whatever. And the reason for this is for public safety. If you have people like, oh, I don't know, an Instagram influencer calling themselves a registered dietitian when all they've done is take a 2-day weekend course in celery juicing, this presents a threat to public health because there's no guarantee that the information that they've learned is evidence-based, because it's usually not. Unfortunately and shockingly, oh no, the rain's starting. Please ignore the rain. Unfortunately and shockingly, the title of registered dietitian, and you also will sometimes see LD, which means licensed dietitian, are not regulated in every single state. Which unfortunately means, I think, that just anybody with no background education or experience can call themselves, in those states anyway, where the title's not regulated, anyone can call themselves a registered dietitian and practice as one without any consequences. This truly baffles and disappoints me, honestly. What if it were like that for doctors? All the education in school that doctors have to go through to earn the title of physician, and then what if there were some states where you don't have to go to medical school to call yourself a physician and practice as one? That would endanger the public. Registered dietitians have to go through a lot to earn the title of RD. And with the amount of knowledge they gain along the way of their education, it's not surprising to see RDs get frustrated at people listening to Instagram influencers and Pinterest graphics over them. Also, I feel like I have to say this. In the United States, dietitian is spelled with a T. I believe it is in Europe where dietitian is more often spelled with a C. I feel like I have to add that. I know a lot of RDs here who get very upset when they see dietitian spelled with a C instead of a T. Now, what is a nutritionist? In general, in the United States, the word nutritionist can have a pretty loose meaning depending on the state you're in. In most states, you do not have to have any background, education, or experience to call yourself a nutritionist. None. The thing about that I think is a problem is the fact that there are countless certification programs out there for anyone who can pay for them, and then they take the program and then they call themselves a nutritionist just to seem a little bit more legitimate. That being said, not all nutritionists are quacks with no education. In some states, the title of nutritionist is regulated and you are required to obtain a licensure and or have background education. There is a credential called Certified Nutrition Specialist, or CNS. Directly from nutritioned.org, the Board of Certification of Nutrition Specialists, CBNS, offers nutritionists the opportunity to earn the Certified Nutrition Specialist credential, CNS credential. To become a CNS, nutritionists must complete a master's or doctoral degree in a field-related discipline, complete 1,000 hours of supervised practical experience, successfully pass the CBNS certification examination, complete continuing professional education needed to maintain certification. So there's pretty extensive requirements to become a CNS, just like there are to become a registered dietitian. And they do similar things in practice, but they still have a different scope of practice, depending on the state and the setting. So I picked out a couple random nutrition certifications that I have heard and seen floating around social media. So let's talk about them. Nutrition Therapy Practitioner. This one flew across my radar a while back when somebody actually told me about a top Beachbody coach who is quite high up in the company, who calls herself a functional nutrition therapy practitioner. Directly from their website, nutritiontherapyassociation.com, foundational, bio-individual, and backed by science. The NTP program is a 10-month instructor-led and fully online program encompassing the NTA's foundational and bio-individual approach to functional, holistic nutrition. NTPs are equipped to support the body's innate ability to heal by addressing the importance of nutrient-dense food, lifestyle choices, culinary wellness, client coaching, and how social and personal components influence health. Take the current healthcare crisis head on and lead the charge in providing services that will positively impact the future of healthcare, yourself, your family, and your community. In the past video that I made specifically about this Beachbody coach, I talked to a couple of my friends on social media who are registered dietitians in the United States, and asked them, hey, have you ever heard of this, this certification? Have you ever heard of this course, Nutrition Therapy Practitioner? All three of them were like, no, I don't know what that is. One of them was like, it sounds like some holistic nutrition bullshit. And somebody else was like, oh, it sounds like an overpriced nutritionist. And after watching this video, you'll understand what I mean by that. Anyway, I just wanted to ask some dietitians if they had ever heard of it, because I've heard of CNS and I've heard of RD/RDN, but I had never heard of that one. So yeah, that's what my dietitian friends said about it. The first questions that I always like to ask about certifications and programs and things like that is, are they accredited? So I went to the frequently asked questions page on nutritionaltherapy.com, and one of the first questions listed is your program accredited? They respond with, the Nutritional Therapy Association is a private vocational school in Washington State licensed by the Washington State Workforce Training and Education Coordination Board that trains practitioners to address nutrient deficiencies and body imbalances through holistic nutrition. Our programs are not accredited by the Department of Education. That was a lot of words just to say no. So as you can see by their own admission, they're not an accredited program. Really quick, what is accreditation and why does it matter? Directly from the website studyinthestates.dhs.gov, accreditation is the recognition from an accrediting agency that an institution maintains a certain level of educational standards. The U.S. Department of Education maintains a database of accrediting agencies it recognizes. Accreditation is important because it ensures that a program, curriculum, or institution is upholding a certain standard. Directly from accreditation.org, some benefits of accreditation are: it puts a stamp of approval on graduates. Graduating from an accredited institution indicates that graduates are expected to be ready to practice at a certain level. It provides educational programs with opportunities for self-definition and self-reflection, and with feedback on program content and direction. It affords the opportunity for continuous improvement of institutions and educational programs. So back to the Nutrition Therapy Association website. Also on the FAQ page of the website, it says that anyone who completes the Nutrition Therapy Practitioner, I'm just going to say NTP program, is recognized by the National Association of Nutrition Professionals, NANP, and graduates can sit for NANP's national board exam. I read that, and I think that the operative word there is can. By that verbiage, I perceive that to mean that somebody who completes the NTP program does not have to sit for this board exam. I could be wrong, but that's just how I perceive that their language to be on the website. Prerequisites for the NTP program are a high school diploma. You also must have access to high-speed internet. I don't think we should knock the fact that it's an online program. A lot of stuff is online, especially in the age of a global pandemic. My dietetics program is online, almost entirely online, actually. For example, this summer I'm shadowing a local RD who works in private practice. I'm really excited. I hope she's watching this. If you're watching this, hey girl! Anyway, so that was one certification that I wanted to talk about. So let's move on. Orthomolecular Nutrition Practitioner. This one baffled me just because of the name. And you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I have to be totally transparent. When I first saw that, I was like, this is made up. When I had to learn medical terminology, I learned that the suffix ortho, O-R-T-H-O, means like to correct or to straighten. And then, molecular means like molecule. So when I hear orthomolecular nutrition practitioner, oh my God, she scared the crap out of me. Ace isn't here right now. Alpha just pushed her way in here. You scared me. Anyway, so when I hear orthomolecular nutrition practitioner, I think of like correcting the molecules through nutrition. Damn, it is dark in here. Should I turn on my overhead light? How does that look? Does that look better? I can't tell if that's better. Sorry that the lighting keeps changing. It's raining and gloomy outside, and this is the first time I've solely relied on my ring light. I normally only semi-rely on my ring light because I've got natural light, and then I'll use the ring light if I need it, but I feel like I'm totally relying on my ring light right now. So I don't know if I should do the overhead light with it, so I turn on the room light and I got my ring light going, so I don't know. I guess I'll just have to fix it with editing, and if I look like a weird yellow lemon, then you guys are just gonna have to deal with it, and I'll do the best I can when I edit. Anyway, for the concrete definition, I feel like I look too yellow now. God damn it. Anyway, so for a concrete definition for orthomolecular nutrition practitioner, I went to orthomolecular.org. They say, in 1969, Linus Pauling coined the... Sorry, that's Alpha. Can you guys see her? In 1969, Linus Pauling coined the word orthomolecular to denote the use of naturally occurring substances, particularly nutrients, in maintaining health and treating disease. Orthomolecular medicine describes the practice of preventing and treating disease by providing the body with optimal amounts of substances which are natural to the body. The key idea in orthomolecular medicine is that genetic factors are central not only to the physical characteristics of individuals, but also to their biochemical milieu. You guys didn't know I was fancy, did you? I drink sparkling water out of a wine glass. You guys know I was fancy. Biochemical pathways of the body have significant genetic variability in diseases such as atherosclerosis, cancer, schizophrenia, or depression are associated with specific biochemical abnormalities which are causal or contributing factors of the illness. So based on the website, I think orthomolecular is like a type of study. On the website, they talk about orthomolecular nutrition, but they also talk about orthomolecular psychiatry. Then they list some therapeutic modalities that they use that fit into the realm of orthomolecular, and some of these things are exercise, massage, fiber, enzymes, and cell therapy. So I gather from reviewing this information that orthomolecular nutrition is, or orthomolecular study, I guess, is very all-natural, nutrition-focused type of thing. I think that mostly sums up the study of dietetics. So after all this, I'm still not sure if this is a certification or a degree that somebody can complete and then like call themselves an orthomolecular nutrition practitioner. Based on the website, orthomolecular study spans into different areas of practice, including psychiatry, which to be a psychiatrist, you need to be a medical doctor. So I wonder if this is like if somebody wants to be an orthomolecular psychiatrist, like they go to med school and graduate med school and become a physician, and then like after that they take like an orthomolecular nutrition course and then like add it to their resume later. I don't know. I'm kind of confused as to what exactly this credential is, honestly. I don't really understand it. Like I understand it, but I don't understand like how it works. Maybe it's like depending on the college you go to, maybe it's like, it can be like an area of study. I don't really know. Somebody, you guys chime off below if you guys know. I went to Google and just typed in orthomolecular nutrition practitioner. And one of the first thing that came up was cchm-edu.org. They are, and I quote, Canadian College of Humanitarian Medicine, CCHM, is a Canadian federally chartered nonprofit post-professional educational and research institution. It looks like they have options for earning a diploma in orthomolecular nutrition. And just briefly about their coursework based on the website, it says that it involves 20 case studies and a 2,000-word thesis and multiple modules that kind of dive into things such as therapeutic nutrition, nutrition research, and dietary minerals. It says you can earn a diploma. I'm not sure what kind of degree would come with completing this program. That's what I couldn't figure out. Overall, it does look extensive, but I do have to add that this is in Canada. Their rules and regulations about who can do what as far as medical nutrition therapy are probably much different than in the United States. So this was really interesting. I liked learning about this. I have to say, I've been humbled a bit because when I first heard orthomolecular nutrition, I thought it sounded made up. But orthomolecular study is a thing. Let's move on to one last one I want to talk about. The Beachbody Ultimate Portion Fixed Master Coach Certification. Boy, we shifted gears completely there, didn't we? Yes, this is a real thing. So for those of you who are unaware, Beachbody is a multi-level marketing company. They distribute health, wellness, and nutrition. They're very health, wellness, nutrition, fitness-based type of company. They have a nutrition program, I use that word loosely, that was previously known as a 21-day fix, but I guess it's now known as the Ultimate Portion Fix. Its claim to fame is that this program emphasizes the use of those stupid little containers to measure out your macronutrients as well as condiments like dressing, fruits, and then things like nuts. There's containers for every single thing you want to eat. I'm currently completing the 21-day fix for the purposes of a deep dive video for you guys, and my current opinion on it is not a positive one. Stay tuned for that video. The program does come with some literature on how to complete it. There's approved foods, a grocery list, and like a calorie counter, things like that to help get you started on it. Anyway, it's not uncommon to see Beachbody distributors on social media completing and discussing the 21-day fix or ultimate portion fix program. We see it all the time. Beachbody offers a few nutrition programs, but I think this one is the most popular. I see it being talked about the most across social media from my experience. Now, being that the 21-day fix is a nutrition program, you may be wondering what nutrition qualifications or background education that Beachbody distributors have to be able to share such information and make such claims about the program. Well, you idiots, they happen to be certified as an Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach. What is the Ultimate Portion Fix certification? An excerpt directly from the website from beachbodyondemand.com, taught by Autumn Calabrese herself, who is not an RD or a CNS, just saying. You'll understand more than just how her portion control container system works. She'll also explain why it's been so effective at helping so many people take control of their nutrition and why others struggle. You'll get simple tools to help people keep their commitment to and love for the journey rather than fighting it. And because of this experience, you can reach even more customers and help more challengers get the results they really want. They go on to later say, the program also shows you how to use this knowledge to attract more customers and build bigger groups with social media tools and real examples specific to nutrition in the color-coded container system. This is an investment that can pay real dividends. I love how they capitalize real dividends. Like, are there fake dividends? I don't know this for sure, but because Beachbody is a multi-level marketing company, likelihood that somebody coming in brand new just at the bottom tier is going to make a lot of money, very, very slim. So I think they probably added that part in about real dividends to make, to try and entice you more. According to the website, you also have to pass a multiple choice exam. And as far as who can become an Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach, according to the website, only Team Beachbody coaches are eligible for this certification. So you do already have to have bought into the MLM. And people know you are an Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach because you get a certificate of completion and you get an e-badge. Excuse me. Physicians among you, registered nurses, registered dietitians, I'm sorry. Did you guys get an e-badge when you graduated? No? Then sit down, okay? Shut the f*** up. Oh, you went to Johns Hopkins Medical School. Oh, but you don't have an e-badge though? I want to find out more about the actual certification itself. Namely, is it accredited by an accreditation agency approved by the United States Department of Education? So I went to Google and I typed in Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach certification accredited. And I found one source, and I don't even know how reputable it is. I honestly wouldn't consider it reputable because it's from a blog, like somebody's personal blog. And all it said in the blog was that the Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach certification is accredited. Like that's all she wrote. There's no other sources or information that she offered. And the website was Angel Balance, spelled with 2 L's.com. So it looked like a personal blog. So I don't know how reputable that source of information is. And I continue to look through multiple pages of Google search results, and I don't think the Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach certification is accredited. I just don't. Not only is it not even offered from an academic institution, the person teaching it, Beachbody super trainer Autumn Calabrese, does not have any nutrition credentials and does not have a background education in nutrition or food science based on my research. From the research that I have done for her before, she studied dance. Something that was just brought to my attention today by somebody who contacted me on Instagram. I posted my little snippet preview clip of this upcoming video like I always do, and somebody mentioned to me that NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, which is the organization that I have my personal training certification through, actually accepts the Beachbody Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach certification as a continuing education credit. I had to fact check this because I just thought that was unbelievable. But sure enough, as you can see right here on the screen, NASM right there awards 1.9 continuing education credits for the Ultimate Portion Fix certification program. As a personal trainer, I have to renew my certification every 2 years, and part of that includes I have to do continuing education credits. I have to do 2 continuing education credits. And the Ultimate Portion Fix certification program fulfills 1.9 continuing education credits for NASM certification. And that just really makes my ass itch. NASM, why'd you do that? Okay, and this is something else that I just noticed. If you zoom in, I've zoomed in on the wording up top. It says the UPF certification is specific to the UPF program, which means you can provide information, tips, and support to others only on the UPF program. In other words, while you will be considered certified, which they put in quotation marks, you are not receiving a professional license, registration, or certification of any kind. But wait a minute, I thought you got a certificate. Beachbody, what are you doing? Is this a certificate or not? I don't know what kind of game they're playing. They're like, you're certified, but they put it in quotation marks. I just thought that was interesting. And then you have all of the other certifications. If you go to Google and just type in Nutritionist certification, so much comes up. Some are accredited programs actually offered by legitimate accredited institutions in which one can earn a higher degree in nutrition or food science or even dietetics. And some are just a few days to a few weeks, and they're just random online programs. They don't require any prerequisites at all. You also have to keep in mind your own state's regulations of the title of nutritionist. For example, where I live here in Texas, the title of nutritionist is not legally protected. So for one to call themselves a nutritionist in the state of Texas, you don't need any background education, experience, certification, nothing. That means that absolutely any idiot can call themselves a nutritionist. Anyone. And it's not just like this in Texas. It's like this in a lot of states. So definitely be wary. Just because someone calls himself a nutritionist doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. As you can imagine, this is probably incredibly frustrating for registered dietitians and certified nutrition specialists who have years of training, education, and hands-on practice in nutrition and food science. So if you see an Instagram influencer who calls himself a nutritionist and you find yourself intrigued by them and want to know more about them, dig a little bit around and figure out what credentials and certifications they may have. Maybe they're a CNS, maybe they're an RD/RDN, or maybe they took a weekend course on celery juicing. Ask questions and be informed. In conclusion, I hope this video opened your eyes. And I really hope now you'll take a little more time to think more about just anybody who calls himself a nutritionist, especially on social media, because it's very easy to pretend on social media. Not all certifications are created equal, and some places don't even require certifications. I personally take a huge issue with it because it endangers public health. It's illegal to call yourself a medical doctor, no matter what state you live in. That's because physicians go through a lot to earn the title of medical doctor, and because they're doing such a high risk and important job. RDs have to go through extensive training and education to learn the science of food, medical nutrition therapy, and their code of ethics. And same thing with the certified nutrition specialist. They have to go through pretty extensive education and training as well. Nutrition impacts all of us directly, and bad advice has the real potential to hurt somebody. I truly hope that the day comes, and soon, that the nutrition profession is as tightly protected and regulated as any other healthcare profession, because nutrition is healthcare. If you made it to the end of this video, that was fun. I hope that was very educational for you. I had fun researching for this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you would like more related content, or if you didn't like me and you hated me in this entire video, why did you watch till the end? What are you doing? Follow me on Instagram to watch my shenanigans in real time, and I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Who's that? Oh, hey there! Hey, big boy! Hey, Alpha. Hey, Onyx. She busted in here while I was filming and then curled up under her blanket and then started snoring. Oh, look at my handsome boys. My handsome boys. Hey, sweetie. You tell everybody you were a good boy today at the vet? You was a good boy today at the vet. We went to the vet this morning because he was having some tummy issues. I think I talked about it on Instagram last week. he was having some. He was coming out of both ends. He was puking and he had diarrhea a few days ago. He's much better now. He seems like he's feeling more better. But the vet prescribed him a probiotic supplement. So Zeus is on probiotics for the next few days and an anti-inflammatory drug. I think we're doing better, right? Can you show me your belly? Show me your belly. Show everybody your belly. Okay. They hear come on and they all want to go. Who wants to say bye-bye? Zeus, come here. Why don't you say bye-bye? Can you? Can you? Hey, chill. Hey, chill. Chill. Sit. Okay, good job, Alpha. Hey. Hey, big ears. That's the husband calling me. Hey, honey.
What's up?
I'm filming a YouTube video. I'm done now.
Oh.
Want to say hi?
What up? What up?
Bye.